Hey guys, and welcome to day 6 of the meditation challenge. And today we are going to learn a little neurosculpting technique that I call flip the script. Let's talk about our brains a little bit. Our brains, they're like little machines and they like patterns and they enjoy creating default settings for us so that it can conserve energy and access whatever you need to access in lightning speed time, probably faster than that. So some examples of how our brain sets up default settings would be brushing your teeth or riding a bike. We definitely don't have to relearn these things every time we go to do them, and that's kind of what the brain does. It has these like default memory settings that you've already learned, so it doesn't have to, waste energy trying to relearn it again. Like driving to work every day, you don't have to relearn the route to work every day because your brain has these default settings that it's set up in your brain. Well, your thoughts are the same way, your thought patterns. So your brain notices your thought patterns and it will create a default thought pattern about anything in life. It could be anything. So many of you may already have some default settings set up in your brain and some negative thought patterns, like you'll have negative self-talk about yourself sometimes, or you have some limiting beliefs, or you may have fear-based thought patterns. And what these limiting beliefs and negative self-talk and these thought patterns do is they create the life that you're now experiencing. So everything that you're experiencing in life was created based off your belief system and these programs that your brain is running on by default. But the cool thing is you can change those default settings, and the way I'm going to do that is we're going to learn how to do this through a meditation that I call flip the script. Okay, for this meditation, all you have to do is get ready to be active, because this is going to be a walking or running meditation. And the way this is going to work is I want you to walk or run at least 1 mile. If you're not a very active person, I only want you to do 1 mile. But if 1 mile is nothing to you, I really want you to challenge yourself and maybe run or walk 3 miles or maybe 5 miles. Just whatever is more challenging to you that you know is going to be a challenge, this is what I want you to do. But for most people, a 1 mile walk is going to be fine, or a 1 mile run. So the reason why I want you to walk or run is because I know that when we do an activity that is new or hard and challenging, then that is when our negative self-talk is going to come up. That is when our limiting beliefs are going to come up, and that is where we're going to see what our fear-based beliefs are about ourselves. And so to me, a walking meditation is a really good way for those beliefs to start coming up, or a running meditation. Now, you can walk or run in your neighborhood. You could go to a park, or you could walk your dog, or you could use a treadmill. To me, a treadmill might be really challenging because you really don't have anything to do. Because what I'm going to ask you to do is to not, you can take your phone, but I'm asking you not to use your phone for any distractions. So no earbuds, no music, no podcast, and I'm going to ask you to go alone. Now, I want you to find a safe place to do this if you're a woman. And if you're a man, if you feel fear too, I want you to find a safe place. I don't want anybody to put themselves in danger. But, and if you have children, ask your spouse to watch the children, or a friend, and try to go alone by yourself in a place that you feel safe. And if you have to bring a child with you, just bring them and put them in a stroller, or you can take your children to the park while you walk around with them. You could also go to a school track. I forgot to say that one. But I want you to make it to where you have to be by yourself. I don't want you to take a partner with you to make you feel comfortable or to help you along and pass the time. I really want this to be a meditation where it's just you, and it's going to be a little challenging, and we want to put ourselves in challenging situations so that we can see what's in there and see what comes up and see what our limiting beliefs are. And then we're going to flip the script on those. And so the way this meditation works is I want you to start walking, and you're not going to have your phone going. You can have your phone with you, but you can't use it. Don't look at it. Don't listen to anything. Just be with yourself. A lot of times, I don't think we spend a lot of time just being with ourselves. And not only that, I want you to just be with your environment. I want you to soak in the environment, look at the trees, look at the grass, look at the lake, look at the playground, watch the children. But I don't want you to be distracted. I want you to just start walking. And as you're walking, you're going to notice that some thoughts are going to come up. And I just want you to start by observing those thoughts, but stay in your body. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to how your body feels. And then whenever a thought comes up, just observe it. And you may start to notice after a little while, because we're going to do 1 mile at least, after a little while, you may have some negative thoughts come up about yourself. You may have something like, I'm too out of shape for this. Well, that is not true. What you're going to do is you are going to flip the script in that very moment. And you're going to flip the script with a true thought. And the truth is, you're not too out of shape for this. It's just something new and you haven't done, or it's something you haven't done in a while. And anything you haven't done that you've never done before, or that you haven't done a while, isn't going to come that easy. But you have to be able to tell yourself you can do it. And so that's another thing that may come up, is you may have the thought of, I can't do this. Well, there's your limiting belief. You've just identified your first limiting belief. And that limiting belief can be flipped. So I want you to flip the script of, I can't do that, to a true statement, which is, yes, you can do that. And guess what? You're going to be able to do it. I promise you that. So we're going to start the process of reprogramming our minds by flipping the script on any negative beliefs that come up, or any negative self-talk. Something else that may come up is, oh no, people are going to be watching me and looking at me and judging me. And so that's not true. You can flip the script on that by saying, people are not really caring about what I'm doing out here because they're too busy worried about themselves. So things like that. It's so easy to flip the script on anything. So basically anything that is fear-based, let's say you have a fear-based thought, or that someone's going to come out of these woods and attack me. Okay, this happens. People have these thoughts. And you can flip the script on that and say, no, what are the odds that somebody is in these woods trying to get me? The odds are very slim. You can flip the script by saying, I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm going to be fine. Now, if you're not in a safe neighborhood, that may not be the case. That's why I want you to try to be in a safe neighborhood. So, but any kind of fear-based beliefs that you may have, that people are judging you, that's a fear-based belief. You can flip it on its head and say, no, actually, people don't really care that I'm even out here. People don't even see me. I use that one a lot. As you're doing this, just notice the thoughts. And as they keep coming in, just keep flipping them to a more positive. A truer thought is what I like to call those thoughts. Instead of a positive thought, I like to, call them a truer thought. So when you notice that there are negative thoughts coming up, I want you to realize that you don't have to agree with them. But I'm going to tell you what happens if you do agree with them. So a negative thought comes up and you agree with it. And if you agree with it, it becomes part of your belief system about yourself. So when you have a negative thought come up, I want you to realize that you don't have to agree with that thought, and that you can rebuttal the thought with a more truer statement, okay? And you have to believe that statement that you flip the script with. So if it's a negative thought of, I'm ugly, and you can say, I know that's pretty general, but if you have a negative thought that says I'm ugly, you can either agree with it and accept that as true, or you can disagree with it and say, no, I'm actually not ugly. I'm really beautiful. I have beautiful skin. I have a beautiful face. I have lovely hair. My body is beautiful. My body helps me do things in life. I have a great mind. You could say all kinds of things about yourself. And if you believe it 100%, then that will start becoming your new belief system. And this works for everything on your limited beliefs, your fear-based beliefs, everything. If you take your fear-based beliefs and you turn them on their head and you don't agree with them and you fight back, basically fight back with a more truer statement, then that's going to become your new belief system. But it takes a while of flipping the script for it to become your new default system. And like I said, this is just the start of reprogramming your brain so that it can, think the way you want it to think. Because once you realize that you can reprogram your brain, then you realize that you can change your life. Because everything that you have created up until this point came from your belief system of what you think you can do and what you think you can create in this life. But imagine all of the limiting beliefs that you have and all of the fear-based beliefs that you're dealing with. Imagine if you can just tweak those a little bit. Imagine the life that you can create then. Imagine what your life would look like if you just reprogrammed your brain to think more positively, to think that you are a limitless being, and to think that you're not making decisions based on fear, but you're making decisions based on a place of love and of trust and surrender. So I hope you guys take this meditation and get something out of it. Let me know how the 1 mile walk or run did, or however many miles you did, and let me know how it went. And if you finish that 1 mile, you be proud of yourself, especially if you don't do that on a daily basis. You've just conquered a limiting belief and you've just proved your brain wrong. And that's what we're trying to do today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.